It is all in God's timing. I want to tell you all a quick story about the first time that I felt the presence of God. When I was in high school, I was getting really frustrated because I was doing all the right things, right? Where I was reading my Bible, I was praying, everything I could do to grow closer to God. And I kept getting continually frustrated because, in church, or at camps, during worship, I could tell people were experiencing the presence of God and I could feel nothing. And it got to the point where one time after a teen camp event, I was extremely upset with God because all the kids that I knew I was better than were feeling God, right? They were experiencing God and I was just sitting there watching it happen. So I get home, I sit down, I have a conversation with God where I tell him what I want, right? What's going on. And I was not going to move until I felt the presence of God. Well, my dad found me and was just like, hey, it's all well and good, but God's timing is what really matters. Like God, it will all happen in God's time. So the next week I was at another camp and I really had to put that to the test. Where all week, every time we had a worship service, people were feeling the presence of God, and I had to try to get over myself and continue to let God do it his way. Well, on the Friday night of that week, I finally felt the presence of God, and it was one of the most overwhelming, loving, crazy things I've ever felt in my life. I'll describe it quickly too, but I just remember I was sitting there. It was a very intimate setting, taking communion, and it was almost like God took my mind out to the universe and was just like, I created all of this, but I care about you. And then it felt like just the biggest, safest hug that I've ever gotten in my life. And I say that, and I tell the story just to remind us all, myself included, that it's all in God's timing. And if you're frustrated, if you're wanting him to move, just wait. It's worth it. Have a great day.